How do you describe a person like Blanche Ames? An artist, builder, inventor, political cartoonist, birth control maverick, a leader of the women's suffrage movement. Today, we would call her an influencer and an early adopter of social media.
She had an investment and a keen understanding of visual culture. She just really uniquely, I think, of our era understood that and deployed it to amazing effect.
Blanche Ames was a society woman who was not afraid to shock.
My grandmother, when she was a young woman, she had carved a wooden penis. And she was apparently out on Commonwealth Avenue demonstrating how to apply a condom, and she was arrested. And of course, they rather quickly discovered that they'd arrested the daughter of the governor.
A woman of privilege, a woman of passion, a woman who was willing to risk her place in society for the causes she believed in. Blanche Ames was all this and more. Her name doesn't appear in most history books. This, too, is part of her story.
I found her in a footnote, and I thought, oh, Blanche Ames, Smith College. I think I'll just go over and take a look. And then I found all the papers. Just all those papers available. Nobody had done anything with them. And so I talked to somebody who wrote biographies. And I said, well, what do you think? And he said, well, if she was a man, there'd be 5 books already.
She was strategic in her mindset and smart. And when she did something, she effectively did it. And she was so much in that way that people followed her. You know, other women wanted to follow her and lead with her. So I think she had incredible strength and power.
It wasn't political. It was personal for her. You know, it was inconceivable to her that women weren't granted the same privileges as men. It's, goddamn it, you know, women deserve the right to vote.
So she was a leader from a very young age, and not only was she a leader, but others recognized her leadership qualities.
She had to stand up to her sisters-in-law who didn't think that women should have the vote, and they were scared, I guess, as many people always are, scared to change.
If you are a poor family and you have 8 children, and there isn't any welfare or anything like that to help you, and then a 9th one comes along. Women who were going through that wrote to Blanche, my dear Mrs. Ames, saying help.
Voter suppression today would resonate with her, and she would be very powerful in the way she would express the need to always believe that the right to vote is central to a democracy.
She was a savvy and keen politician, so she would see, I think, in our unique moment, that this is a moment of backlash, and it calls for cool heads and steady nerves.
And if you don't vote, then you should have no expectation that the government is going to pay much attention to you.
If anyone knows how to fight back, it's women, it's people of color, it's the LGBTQ community. We have had to fight, not satisfied with the scraps.
Borderland, the battle for women's rights and the suffrage movement, the battle that continues today.